Hey everyone, welcome back to ML Works. In this video, we'll continue with our series on UI frameworks for building generative AI applications. So this is in continuation with our Streamlit tool, which we discussed earlier in previous videos. And today we'll be starting off with Gradio tool, and we'll be building a real-time object detection while we are trying to stream your video. So we'll be following a bunch of steps here. First, we'll be making use of YOLO model for real-time object detection. Then we'll use or we'll build Gradio UI where you will be streaming your video and also perform the object detection task. And you will be making use of OpenCV for video processing. And these two other tools are optional. If you have this support for GPU, you can make use of these tools also to perform faster inference. So when it comes to the Gradio UI, it will be pretty simple what we are going to do, because the idea is to just stream your content and apply this deep learning model, which is YOLO model, and detect objects. So you'll also have this option of confidence threshold and IOU, which is intersection over union. So what this will do is these are kind of parameters. For example, your model is capable of detecting many objects with some confidence score. So when you set the threshold like around 0.25, so any objects which is below 0.25 will not be getting detected, and all the objects which has a confidence score greater than 0.25 will get detected by the model. Similarly for IOU as well. And when it comes to the requirements, you can install all these different packages, and I have mentioned requirements.txt separately. So let us look at that first. So this is the one. So we just have to install Gradio, OpenCV, Python, and Ultra Latex. This is for making use of YOLO model. We use this specific package. So with that, now let us move on to our model.py file, where we'll be downloading the model and how we want to generate our prediction classes. So first of all, you just have to import Ultralytics, from where you can import the YOLO class, and then you can import CV2 for OpenCV for video processing. And first what we do is, with the YOLO class, we download the specific model YOLO 11en, which is the nano version of the model, such that you can run them locally, and it will give a faster inference as well since the model is small. So first we download the model here, then we define a function called predict frame. So if you notice, right, when we perform video streaming, and we'll be extracting frames and we'll be sending it for prediction or object detection. So that's what it will do is, when we call this predict function or predict frame function, we will be taking in a frame which is an image, and we also set this threshold here, which is what we can see on the UI as well, which is confidence threshold and IOU threshold. And if there is no image, then we return none. And if there is an image which is getting streamed from our video stream, then we'll be making a prediction with the help of the model. So here you will be making use of that image, this threshold, multiple thresholds that we have set. And we also show that we want to show the confidence score and also the labels and what is the size of the image. Okay, we have to resize it too. Then comes our annotated frame. So here if you see, right, this is where we map our class and confidence score on the images. So this is how you annotate an image. And finally what we do is, we convert our BGR format to RGB format using OpenCV. So this basically takes a single frame, runs the detection, and returns the annotated frame, which we saw earlier, which is similar to this one. This is an annotated frame where you have this class name followed by the confidence score. Now let us understand the core logic behind the app. So let me go to object detection underscore webcam. So in object detection webcam, so first we import Gradio as gr, and then we import our predict frame function from model.py file, and then we start with our UI. So first we have to create a block. So the whole UI will be considered as one single block, and under which we can separate them into or create a sections of rows and columns. So here what we'll do is, since our UI is pretty simple, So this will be considered as one row. Both these columns are present, right? They are inside one specific row. So what we do is first we start off with a row and then we split them into multiple columns. So one column is used for taking the webcam input, the other is showing the output where you will be finding your detected objects. So inside column 1, you will be creating an image component from Gradio, which will be taking the source as webcam, and the type of data is numpy. Then comes our label, which is webcam feed, and we want to stream the content, which is set as true, streaming as true. Then comes our confidence and IOU controls. So we'll be creating two sliders. One is confidence slider, and then we have our IOU slider. So inside this, we mention those parameters like what is the minimum, what is the maximum, what is the step, and what is the value we have to set, which is 0.25 for confidence. And then we have a IOU slider whose value by default is 0.45. And you will be setting again min and max for the same. Then comes our next column where we will be getting our output component detected objects. So here we again set gr.image and then we set the label as detection. So once this is done, then we'll be streaming our video from predict frame, whatever we have right from here. So with the help of this specific component, we'll be streaming the content and we'll be passing it to the predict frame function. So here if you see, once you get that component dot stream, you will be sending it whatever the frame is present. Okay, it will be sent to predict frame function, and what is the input that we have to send and what is the output that we want to get. Okay, this is the output image and this is the input for this specific inputs parameter, which is nothing but your the specific component, which is image component and the slider component. And then we want to, for every 0.1 second, you want to send the frame. So that's what we set it here, stream every 0.1. And the concurrency limit is 10, we are setting it as. So once this is done, you can launch the specific app and you will be able to view this app running on a specific port number that will be running now. So let me go ahead and run this specific file. Okay, so let me go here. So we are already inside this specific folder, so we don't have to do anything. Only thing is we have to switch to the environment. So let me go and switch it to VNV. I guess that is present here. I don't think so. So let me go back a bit, maybe one more level down. So here I will have -e VNV. So here what we have to do is first I have to switch to the environment. Source env, then bin, then activate, because all my packages are stored inside this virtual environment. So once that is done, then we'll move on to our folder, which is Gradio apps, then real time object detection. So clear this again. Now we have to do Python 3 followed by the file name. So this will run our object detection and it will be running on port 7860. So I can just copy this and I can open some URL here, maybe Comet I'll use, and I'll paste this here. So here if you see, this is our UI where you have the specific column for webcam feed, and this is the frame for viewing our detected objects inside an image. So here if you see, right, this is the label that we have set, and this is where you will be streaming your video, and these are the thresholds that we have set as a slider. So first thing what we have to do is you just have to click here and this will take in your video stream, allow this time, and then you can click record. So once you record it, that specific content will get passed to your object detection for object detection. So let me click record. So here it started detecting the objects. So if you see, it is detecting properly for the person, and but it is considering this microphone has donut, which is funny. So then we have this threshold here. So if you see here, right, this is around what 0.4, this donut, right? So I want to avoid that. So what I can do is I'll just put it as 50, because that score coming around for this specific microphone was around 40% something. So if it is 57%, then it showed it has donut again. So if I just push it, it won't detect at all. So this is one. So let me show this one, this specific object here. Let us see if it is able to detect this one. Maybe I have to move it back a bit. So it's not able to detect. Okay, that's fine. The thing is, you can use other model which will be much more efficient than YOLO 11. So that's the point, right? So we are able to stream the data, and we are able to detect the objects as we stream them. Okay, we can stop this. So we are done here. So what you can do is, going forward, you can, whatever the detected objects are present, so consider, if you want to expand this solution, what you can do is, if a specific object is present, or if you're looking out for certain object, what you can do is, once that specific object is detected, you can send that specific as a notification to someone. Okay, so that is one way of using. So that's what happens, right? When you use surveillance camera, if it detects something, you have to notify somebody. So that can be done with the help of this also. You just have to make some changes here in the UI also, and it will show that, yeah, email has been sent to the specific concerned person. Okay, that can also be done. So with that, I'll be concluding this video. Thank you for watching.